Are you supposed to pay me?
I paid you through the app.
This is not saying anything about payment.
I already paid.
It just says, it says zero. It says that you left nothing.
It's probably for tip.
Yeah.
I didn't tip. Can I have my food? Yeah, look at it. Mommy! She just found her food on the ground! Why? Because I didn't tip! Yes!
Who's in the wrong here? The person not tipping or the DoorDash driver that's throwing the food? I think a lot of us would like to do that for these customers that don't have respect for us. Drop a comment and let me know what you think.
Hi.
Hello.
Come here, Max. Next.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
Hi, it's saying 0 for the tip. Was there a cash tip? Was there?
I've been seeing a lot of misplaced frustration towards DoorDash drivers lately. Before I address our concerns, I'd like to address yours. Yes, you're paying a lot in fees. Yes, you're paying a marked up price for the items you order. And yes, you are paying for a service. Here's the thing though, we're not employees of DoorDash. That means that we don't make an hourly rate. The amount that we get paid entirely depends on the orders that we choose to accept. If you were in our shoes, would you take this order or that order? We use our own vehicles and we pay 100% of our own expenses. These are actual offers that DoorDash drivers see on a daily basis. Understand that when you don't tip, most drivers are going to make less than $3 on that order. Should DoorDash pay us more per order? Sure, but they're not going to. And for those of you out there who think we should quit complaining and get real jobs, most of us do work a traditional job and do this to help supplement our income. If your excuse is that you tip cash, no you don't. I've done that experiment. Would you wait at a restaurant for 15 minutes for $2.50 and then drive 10 miles? We don't want to either. A few dollars in the form of a tip goes a long way to ensure that you get your order quickly.
What's happening? What's going on? Part of my Presence YouTube channel, I want to talk about apps and services like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Lyft, Uber, all those services that young people seem to love, even though they pay so much more money than either getting a ride from a taxi or just going to a restaurant and pick up the food on your own. They're paying an exorbitant amount of dollars for their services, and the menus are often more expensive through the app, through these third-party apps, than if you were to go in person or if you're called the restaurant directly and order food, right? But here's what I really want to discuss here, because it seems that the drivers, the people who are delivering the food for Uber Eats and DoorDash, they are very salty, especially when you don't give them a tip. And the reason why they're salty when you don't give them a tip, because really the tip is all that they make from these deliveries. And that is not my problem as a customer or a client, because all I did was purchase food, you delivered it. The tip should be voluntary, because that's exactly what a tip is. And if you feel as a DoorDash driver or an Uber Eats driver that you don't make enough money and therefore as the customer you need to provide me with a tip, then you are in the wrong profession and you need to find another job in order to make some type of supplemental income. And again, I gotta ask this question. If you feel that all you make are just from your tips, then who should you be mad at? Should you be mad at the end user, the client, or should you be mad at the people who are running DoorDash and Uber Eats, who are making billions of dollars through their publicly traded companies who are running these apps and who are making hand over fist in profits? Meanwhile, they keep restructuring the compensation deal with you so that you make less and less as years go by, even though the cost of gas goes up, the cost of insurance goes up, and just the other auxiliary cost of running that Uber service goes up. They're not compensating you more. They're compensating you less. So get mad at the corporation, not at the client. And again, I don't use DoorDash. I don't use Uber Eats because I find that it costs a lot more money. But it really irks me when these delivery drivers believe that they need to demand a tip from you because without that tip, they don't get paid. Well, tips are supposed to be extra. Tips are not supposed to be all that you make. And again, that's an issue to bring up with DoorDash and Uber Eats and whoever other services that you try to make money off of, thinking that this is the wave, because it's not. I don't know many people who make that much money off of these services. I seem to believe that they are exploited, but because you could kind of do your own thing at your own schedule and you get to drive around in your own car, you think that this is the best job ever. But really, I disagree. But that's my personal opinion. Let me know how you feel. Is this like a pet peeve for you when they demand that you give them a tip? Like if the tip is mandatory and they get upset at you because Uber is not paying them enough, so that means you must cover the cost of the corporations who are making hand over fist? You let me know how you feel. Leave in the comment section, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Next move, best move, part of my presence YouTube channel. Peace.